All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on our digital lives, and we're going to explore a world that is always moving but is completely invisible to us. The world of network traffic. This is going to be fun. Think about it. Every single time you click a link, stream a show, or send an email, there's this silent, invisible storm of data packets just flying across your network. But what does that storm actually look like? What are your devices secretly whispering to each other behind the scenes? Now, you might know about basic tools like ping. Ping it's kind of like a magnifying glass. It's great for telling you if something is there, if a server is online, but it only shows you the surface. What if you wanted to look inside, to see the actual data, the real conversations that make up your connection? Well, for that, you've got to trade in that magnifying glass for a microscope. So let's do exactly that. To really wrap our heads around this unseen traffic, we first need a new way to think about it. Here's a great way to picture it. Imagine all the data flowing through your network is just like blood flowing through your veins. To the naked eye, it's just there, right? It's this constant flow that's absolutely essential for everything to work, but you don't really see the details. So, with the naked eye, blood is just a red liquid. But you put that under a microscope and boom, a hidden universe just opens up. You see the individual red cells, white cells, the plasma, all working together. Wireshark is exactly that, but for your network. It lets you see the individual data packets that make up that huge invisible flow. So, let's get a closer look at this digital microscope, this amazing tool that gives us such powerful vision. So, what is Wireshark? Officially, it's a network protocol analyzer. That's just a fancy way of saying it's a program that grabs network traffic and translates it into something we humans can actually read. It's an absolutely essential tool for network admins, security pros, and honestly, for anyone who's just curious about how the internet really works. And you want to know the best part? It is completely free. So how does it see everything? Well, normally, your computer's network card is pretty polite. It just ignores all the traffic that isn't specifically meant for it. But Wireshark puts your card into what's called promiscuous mode. And that basically tells it, hey, I want you to grab a copy of every single packet you can hear on the network, doesn't matter if it's for me or not. And this brings us to a super important point. Capturing network traffic you don't have permission for is illegal. It's a serious invasion of privacy. So please, and I really mean this, always only use Wireshark on your own home network or on a network where you've been given explicit written permission to do so. Okay? Okay. All right, with that important warning out of the way, let's fire up the microscope and see what we're looking at. Now, the interface can look a little intimidating at first. I get it, but it's really just three main parts. Up top, you've got the packet list. Think of it as a live log of every single packet that's being captured. Now, you click on any one of those, and the middle window, the packet details, it just springs to life. This is the anatomy of that packet, all broken down. And then at the very bottom, you have the packet bytes window. That's the raw data itself. That's what the computer actually sees. Now, seeing every single packet is powerful, for sure, but it is also so overwhelming. It's like trying to find one specific person in a massive football stadium. The real magic of Wireshark, the thing that makes it so useful, is its ability to filter out all that noise. So instead of trying to sort through thousands and thousands of packets, you just apply a display filter and see exactly what you're looking for. It's awesome. For example, say you want to see only the traffic going to Google's public DNS server. You just type ip.address equals 8.8.8.8. Simple. Or maybe you want to isolate just the secure web traffic. You can use tcp.port equals 443. This is how you turn a data fire hose into a precise, useful stream of information. So this is all great in theory, but what can you actually do with this power? Let's look at some real-world uses, and then we'll walk through your very first capture. Ever wonder, why is my connection so slow? Or why won't this app connect to its server? Wireshark helps you answer those questions. It is also, hands down, the single best way to see how the internet's fundamental protocols really work. And from a security standpoint, it helps you spot suspicious activity or, as we're about to see, find data that's being sent completely out in the open. Okay, here's a super simple experiment you can try right now. After you install Wireshark, just start a capture. Then, go to a specific website that uses the old unencrypted HTTP protocol. A good one is neverssl.com. After the page loads, stop the capture in Wireshark, and then in that filter bar, just type HTTP. And this is what you're going to see. Right there, in plain English, is the raw request your browser sent to the server. You can read it as clearly as I'm speaking right now. This is that aha moment. It's such a powerful demonstration of why we need HTTPS for everything we do online. Because without that little s for secure, your data is basically an open book for anyone to read.
At the end of the day, Wireshark hands you a microscope for the digital world. It's an incredible tool for troubleshooting, for learning, and for security. So now that you have it, the only question left is, what will you discover when you decide to take a look?